of succession, hiring, and oversight of leadership. If you are elected, what qualities would you look for in a superintendent, if you have to hire a superintendent, or a business administrator in future hiring? How would you structure performance reviews or oversight of those roles? I believe Matthew goes first.
So, as a son of a school teacher, I would look for someone who's been in that role and who can appreciate the stresses of being a teacher. As for the superintendent, I think it's someone that needs to be innovative and bring fresh ideas. They need to be able to articulate a clear vision aligned with community values. They need to be skilled at recruiting, developing, and retaining high-quality teachers, and find creative ways to deliver the best possible education within the realities of our financial resources. As for the business administrator, sure, they need a background in school finance, and they need state aid formulas and budgets and whatnot, but really they need to know how to maximize our resources while complying with the state requirements, and really aligning valuable taxpayer dollars to the district goals, not just balancing the budget. And holding them accountable, I think I mentioned it earlier, but it's setting the clear goals, it's the regular reporting, it's structured evaluations, and most importantly, it's performance incentives directly tied to student success and fiscal responsibility.
I have done this in my former life as when I worked at the Archdiocese of New York in Newark, hiring principals and teachers. And so, a superintendent that's been in all of the roles, right? Teacher, AP, principal, kind of understand the different dynamics of the school and how it functions and works. Definitely experience in the role, and kind of having a committee with teachers, principals, and even parents, right? That can provide their opinion and their judgment on the individual candidate. When it comes to accountability, again, everything falls back to our vision, mission, and goals, right? And so everything that is done in that superintendent role, in that principal role, in that teacher role, again, goes back to our vision and mission and goals. And if they don't comply or not align in that way, then that's a conversation that we must have. But again, it all goes back to what we set, policy, vision, mission, and goals that helps us to set the stage for our leadership.
So I've been part of the superintendent search in another district, and I think it's important to first start with having focus groups or feedback groups of all stakeholders, and whoever is initiating, whether it's an outside organization or the Board of Education, to create a profile of what we value and what we're looking for in a superintendent. Similarly, I think it's important to have a lot of vast or varied experience, not just in administration, but really understanding every role within the school, from teacher through administrator, and finally to superintendent or in central office. I think we need someone who's visionary, can be creative in problem solving, communicate effectively with all groups, being able to listen to all groups on what is important to them, and really understanding our unique community. If you're coming from a regional school district, you may have resources or challenges that we don't have, and I think it's important for that person to understand our unique challenges, but also the things that we value here in Park Ridge. And then in terms of holding the person accountable, that's always tied to district goals. So as a board, we're creating those district goals alongside the superintendent, and then holding the superintendent accountable for implementing them and how successful they are, and providing feedback. That's one of our big roles as a board, is to evaluate the superintendent, but also to provide feedback on things that are going well and things that we would like the superintendent to continue to do.